7, the entire planet is on a solar storm watch. The sun has been flaring up more and more as it approaches its solar maxima, the period of greatest activity in the sun's 11-year solar cycle. The latest magnetic activity is set to slam the Earth tomorrow, but there's no cause for concern. Solar storms are quite common, and some parts of the planet may experience power outages and radio signal disruption as a result.
You know, we're focused on one storm, but there's another one happening today. It's called a geomagnetic storm.
This Sunday, the sun erupted. It unleashed a solar flare with a spectacular coronal mass ejection.
This happened on Sunday. A solar flare interfered with short-wave radio communication and caused a blackout in Southeast Asia and parts of Australia.
For instance, in 1989, a strong solar eruption caused the Canadian province of Quebec to lose power for a total of 9 hours. This time, the solar flare has caused a minor radio blackout. But there is no guarantee if the next solar flare will have the same impact. Scientists say a giant solar flare is inevitable, and mankind is completely unprepared.
A storm is headed our way, and we're not talking about exactly what you may be thinking.
Yeah, there's potential severe weather is on the way, but also a geomagnetic storm that's expected to impact us tomorrow. Storm Team meteorologist Rachel Dunsing has more.
A few days ago, space weather forecasters saw this eruption from the surface of the sun. It doesn't look all that impressive, but then something else happened.
So we had one eruption early on the 28th of March, and that was headed towards Earth, and now we've had a second eruption behind that one. And so these two are combined now and both heading towards Earth.
Hey, yeah, guys, most people won't notice any impacts, but if you heavily rely on your GPS or any radio communications, then you could notice some disruptions. Now, many people I know are wondering, what is a geomagnetic storm? Well, scientists say that these storms happen when the magnetic field of a solar flare interacts with the Earth's magnetic field. Now, weather forecasters say in the last week they saw 2 separate eruptions from the surface of the sun.
It sounds complex and maybe a little concerning, but the storm isn't strong enough to cause infrastructure issues. However, if you rely on GPS or use radio communication, expect some disruptions.
We let airlines know, people who use high-frequency radios for communications, we let them know. So there's a variety of customers that we interact with to help them prepare for these occasions.
While a geomagnetic storm won't have an impact on your cell phone, as we rely on more technology, space weather affects us, even if we don't notice.
You know, space weather is becoming more impactful to society, and so NOAA and the Space Weather Prediction Center, you know, that's our role, is to be America's source for those watches, warnings, and alerts.
This is fascinating.
Yeah.
Something you would never really think of. Brea, we appreciate you giving us this science lesson this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you.